Sorry, I had to come and use my phone. I didn't want to use my phone, but I did not want to use my phone. I don't have a clue of what's going on here. Something is wrong with my laptop right now, so I don't know what's going on. I have no clue. Hi, I have someone here. I have no clue what's going on at this moment, but I'm gonna do my best, y'all. I am really trying to do my best here. No, I don't want to poll. All right, everyone. I didn't want to actually use my phone because I wanted to be here a little longer with you guys, and I don't really got that much on my phones right now. So anyway, I'm just gonna be here for a little while to chit chat with you about these twisting lies. We all know what's going on with Mr. Robert Sylvester Kelly because of lies, right? And it's sad how um, the government or whoever can use your own people, that can use your own people to incriminate you. How they can turn the truth into a lie. And people will believe it and run with it. So we are dealing with right now, like I said, we still in Holy Week. Today is Holy Wednesday because we have Easter, which is going to be taking place, of course, on Sunday. And this is the resurrection of our Lord and Savior Jesus Christ. Right? So we really actually we're in that season of celebrating Jesus Christ's resurrection. So when he came to his people, he came to freedom from oppression and poverty. It under Let's go into the book. And while I'm looking, let me play my arcade. I love this song. Oh, this is also what I wanted y'all to understand. This song right here is R. Kelly because you can hear it in the background. You're going to hear him say something in the background, and this is his song, okay? So I was trying to share it as much as I can with those who are still here with us as his supporters and platforms that are his supporters. I sent out emails. I sent out, I posted it on some people's chat lines or whatever. Some people don't want to do it. They don't think it's R. Kelly. Okay. But me, I'm just taking my chance with it and believing that it is R. Kelly because we all know what he's going through right now of trying to fight for his appeal and also fighting for his freedom. Okay, so thank God he is still here with us. And the most important thing to me is loyalty is everything to your people. Okay? Not blind loyalty, but people who share your interests, um, and not just being with somebody just for blackness, you know what I'm saying? But, people that share your struggle and your pain and not disrespect to your people. So that's loyalty. Loyalty is not going on platforms and seeing your people are being treated injustice. And so you got to please the other people from the other, race from you. And they supporting their people for better or for worse because we know that some of these things that has happened in the past to black men in the justice system has not been served justice, that there has been some injustice. So that kind of like sets us back because people only treat us according to how we treat ourselves. And that's the whole thing of how you got to see yourself. You know, you never know when it's going to be your turn. So before, you try to do right for your people while you're in the presence of your people. You know, even sometimes when it's just sometimes to make difficult decisions, and even if you know they're wrong, but you still got to pray for your brother or your sister. And that's according to the word of God. For better or for worse, you are to love your people and correcting them in love, not in pure hate. The things I've seen around R. Kelly's trial, I've seen the injustice not only done to him by the court system or not what they done, it's what we done. Those who participated in the lies, okay? Those that participated, I would say, in the crime, like what Azarel is doing, is a crime. You going around telling lies on this man's name. You know you said it on the Gail King platform in 2019 when you sat there, you and Joy both came in to support him. And when you were there on her platform, you said y'all were together like a family, and also that your parents knew you were with him. And your parents wanted you to set it up because they wanted to exhort him for money, or they was going to go and tell people you were sleeping underage with R. Kelly. This is what you said, not me, not his supporters, but you, Azarel, and how you came back after Robert. And even when Robert first wasn't, when he first went for those, that first time when they turned him in and they brought him in, you were out there with your phone on, I don't know what social media you was using, but you had on some, you was starting to wear some provocative clothes to show your body off, your new body parts. Good afternoon, Carmen. How are you, sweetheart? Thank you for coming in and saying good morning, good afternoon. I appreciate that. Thank you so much, Carmen. Yeah, so you said in your own words, Azrael, see, the devil is a liar. When you said the first time, Azrael, you said you was going to be with Robert no matter what. You love Robert. Y'all was going to get married, and he rebuked that. Okay, he said he never made no promises to you, sweetheart, but you wanted to ride with him like a grown woman. And that's what you did. This is something he took your word for. And you waited all the way until he was all in they justice, in they prison or in jail. How when they were detaining him. Then you came out. Okay, you took a ride. It was I know exactly what time it was because you was just about to turn about 23. It was like your 23rd birthday or some shit like that. You went on this little ride all the way to Chicago. Hi, Desi, how are you? Good afternoon, sweetheart. You took this ride and you had people on your Instagram, actually your followers, that you was on your way somewhere, but they didn't know where you was going. It was around your birthday time. I believe your birthday is around December, like 28th or 20. I know it's sometime around the holiday time, around Christmas time. It's about the 20 something, 28th of December. And it was like right around that time of your birthday. And you took a ride all the way to Chicago and you went in there and put your hands on Joycelyn. Joycelyn was trying to get Robert things packed up and put in storage, and she was there working with his, people, his team and stuff to try to get his stuff cleaned up out of the place and put it away. You came up there and you brought some people with you. And Joy asked you when you arrived, who are these people? Why are you bringing these people to his place? You got upset. You came with your dad, I think you had with you. I don't know who your team of people were riding with you to go there and get into an altercation with Joycelyn. And you took advantage of that situation because Joycelyn was practically about the same. You even didn't show no loyalty to her. Because afterwards you accused her of having sex with you as a minor in a lesbian whatever relationship, and y'all was doing whatever with Robert over there. Y'all was joining him in bed, doing y'all threesomes or whatever y'all do. Whatever y'all young people do out there, because this generation is totally different from. Hey, Frankie, I'm glad you made it, sis. This generation is a whole lot different from what I grew up with. Some things we just don't talk about in the public, and we just didn't do. Even if you were doing it, it wasn't like something openly you would discuss. You kept your bedroom doors closed. These days, they just let it all out. They just put people all up in their business with this generation. So this is what Azarel did. It's all played out in front of you. And the people to still sit back and believe the lies. Now you need to clear that man's name, tell and redeem yourself, repent. Robert already forgiven you, but it's up to you to forgive yourself now, Azarel, because you wanted to do this. This was something you had wanted to do. You wanted to be there. I don't know if you planted there because of the feds. They wanted to take him down, so they wanted to use you, and they groomed you, and they told you how to do it, and your family was right along with you. And you even came to the public, Azarel, in that video when you walking, supposedly been celebrating Joy's birthday. This was around July sometime, because Joy's birthday is around July, and this happened right after Robert's being incarcerated, and they was holding him without bond. So Joy, she wasn't nowhere on the scene with none of the shenanigans, none of your bullshit. Okay, so that's what made you pissed off to make it seem that way. And you went and you hacked her account on Patreon and started saying these horrible things about R. Kelly using her name under Joycelyn's name. Joy got out of the way. She ain't want no more to deal with you because she truly had loyalty to Robert. And she came forward to everyone and said, I will never betray my friend Robert. I love Robert and I will never do these things. She came here publicly, and once she made that, she got out of the way. She, I believe, disappeared away from her family and everybody. I don't know if she's with her family now, but her family still wanted to be on this, be in the public eye with all of this, stuff to make themselves look clean and good, like they ain't had nothing to do with none of this stuff. You know what I'm saying? Because knowing Robert, because of some of the things he has been in trouble with in the past, and he tried to explain it. I did not take advantage of these women. Things didn't work out. The relationship, maybe he lost interest in them and they got mad, so they want to call out and say that he took advantage of them. And he held them against their will, which he did. Which he did. He got away. He told y'all I was free to walk out the door. Okay, go home to your parents, because I got to handle enough stuff as I'm going through all of this other mess. I'm dealing with my ex-wife and my kids. I'm dealing with I'm dealing with all these claims against my name. Whatever. Go home. Right then and there, you had the opportunity to just go home, but you stayed. He knew the attention was on him with you being there, and he told you to go home. But you still wanted to ride with him. He said it in his song. You wanted to play ground. He's telling the world what you did. He's telling his side of the story, and he has to tell it through his music. That's what he's doing, and this is what he's letting his fans know, because he knows how much. He knows just how much we love him. Clear his name. I've been holding on, fighting for my name. Years gone by, but they treat me the same. They reaching way back, trying to change the time, tearing up the laws just to see we can fight. Memories fade, but the pain still stays. They don't care about the rules, they just want me in pain. A sentence too. Yes, free R. Kelly. I'm getting old, y'all. Has the justice now? Yeah, Lord, don't care in the courts now. Taking freedom like a thief in the night. Fighting for my soul, but they dim my light. There you go. There you go. When the truth get lost in the light so loud. But I will stand tall even when they deny. Cause a man's still a man in the Father's eyes. Statutes written, made to hold the line. But they crossed the mile. I love this song. 20 years heavy for a crime time bar. How you call it justice when the system's so scarred? This ain't just me, it could be you one day. When they move the goalpost and take your rights away. Go ahead. A story of a brother they refuse to defend. But the fight ain't over. This ain't the end. There's the justice now. When the law don't care and the courts allow. There you go. Like a thief in the night, fighting for my soul, the lights around. Go ahead, Robert. Woo! Justice now. His kid is lost in the lies loud. The lies so loud. Father's eyes. I believe. That's him. Go ahead, Robert. That's him. Where's the justice now? Lord, don't care if the hearts are loud. Taking freedom like a thief in the night. Fighting for my soul when they're in the light. He ain't singing booty music. That's what they want. This now. So they could put more charges on him. See, he trying to sing songs about his freedom and about talking for himself of what he's been going through. Where's the justice now? I don't care when the clouds are fly. Taking freedom like a thief in the night. Fighting for my soul when it's in my lights now. Go ahead, Robert. Ooh, I love it. I love that song. I love it. It just hits you right here. How many of you like that song? How many of you like the song? Let me put a poll out there for you. Wait, I gotta put a poll out there for you. Wait. Do 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 do. Wait, y'all. I got you. I got you. I have to do it like this, y'all. Oh, thank you, Carmen. Thank you, Frankie. Thank you. Wait. I gotta do the poll over. I just put it in the garbage. You know what? Oh God, I hate that. Let me put my glasses on because I can't see y'all. I can't really see that good. My lights are getting dim, just like Robert said. We getting old. We ain't got time for y'all and y'all games. We ain't stupid here. I'ma still support my brother, for better or for worse. I love that song. That was beautiful. Now here it is. I'm not putting it in the garbage. I'm just trying to move it around. Okay. How am I move this? Okay. Hey y'all. The answer. I can't even. Oh. Okay. There you go. All right. Y'all can't see me. Y'all can see me, or is it in the way? Is it in the way? Okay, let's try that song again. We're gonna do this. How many like the song by R. Kelly? Where is the justice? Where is the justice? So I think the song is a beautiful song. He's singing it from the souls of his heart, expressing how he feels about how he's being treated, and he does deserve a fair trial. Even if they have to reopen his trial again, I think the way they have served him was injustice. That's right, Corey. Free R. Kelly. Yes, we got R. Kelly. Yes, I love every song he made, but this song here is beautiful, and I don't care what nobody say. This song is this song here is a beautiful song. Hold up, I gotta get a water, y'all. Let me go get my water. Some people just coming in, so they probably haven't heard what we talking about, but it's in the poll. Just leave it in the chat. I've been holding on, fighting for my name. Years gone by, but they treat me the same. They reaching way back, trying to change the time, tearing up the laws just to see we can fight. Memories fade, but the pain still stays. They don't care about the rules, they just want me to pay. A sentence too heavy, a verdict too cold, breaking all the limits. justice now. Lord don't care in the courts aloud. Taking freedom like a thief in the night. Fighting for my soul, but they had my life. You know what I mean? There he go. Woo! Justice now. When the truth get lost. You can tell when R. Kelly's on something. But I'ma stand tall, you can feel his soul. You can feel his soul. Statues written, made to hold the line, but they crossed them out like they ain't worth a dime. 20 years heavy for a crime time for. How you call it justice when the system's so scarred? This ain't just me, could be you all day. When they move the goalposts and take your freaks away. Woo! Go Robert. They refuse to defend, but the fight ain't over. This is the end. There's the justice now. When the law don't care and the courts allow. Now, there he go. Woo! He know what he be feeling. His song, you hear that? Woo! Yes, the justice now. And the truth get lost in the clash. But I'ma stand tall in the wind they deny. Cause a man's still a man in the Father's eye. He says, God, I believe. You gonna tell me that ain't R. Kelly? I know his voice. That's R. Kelly, y'all. Where's the justice now? When the law don't care and the courts. He could do but so much to make it, like a thief in the night, fighting for my soul when they dead my life. Where's the justice now? Where's the justice now? And the law don't care. Now he's gonna come in. Taking freedom like a thief in the night, fighting for my soul in my life now. Hey now, that's what he's saying. Hey now. Go ahead, Robin. Oh. I know Robin's voice. Truth don't lie, don't fade, and it don't hide. He pouring his heart out and singing these songs for y'all, and y'all gonna say it's not him, and y'all not gonna be playing them so that y'all can help him win in his fight. Come on, y'all supposed to be his supporters. You know what it is? Because they didn't come in here for him. They came in here for themselves. They came for the money. The man been locked up 7 years. His voice is going to have some kind of different sound to it, We didn't hear from him in 7 years. So you can imagine what his voice sound like, right? Long as he ain't singing booty music. Because he ain't looking for booty. He looking for his freedom. And they want booty. Truth don't lie, don't fade it, don't hide. Don't hide it, don't fade it, don't hide. On inside. His real supporters are here because they believe in him. They believe in his freedom. They believe in his rights. We believe in him to have We believe in him to have a fair trial. We're going to sit up here. We've been riding for 7 years, and it ain't about you. It's about him. So all of those that's out there that don't want to listen to these songs and think it's just AI, he probably have to use some things of AI for his voice because he's been in there 7 years. Come on. He got but so much equipment he can use to get his voice to sound right to get out here to us. Come on. See, they didn't come in here for Robert. They came in here for themselves. They came here so they could make money on the platforms. That's all. Because if they really was riding for him, they'd be singing these songs, they'd be doing this, and they'd still keep moving on with him. You know what I'm saying? Let's leave that behind. The music that he did that got him in trouble don't need to be the music y'all promoting. The music y'all need to be promoting is these songs. Because this is his life where it is now. That was his life back then. And that's the music that led him into the hands of the prison system, of accusing him of being with underage girls. And they trying to keep that hit on his name, and he's trying to free his name. But y'all want to continue to listen to the music that put him in prison and booty music, right? Even though his music has always been procreation and it's always been about the souls. Amen, Carmen. It's always been about our soul. You know what I'm saying? And it's always been procreation. It's always been about our struggle, our pain. Okay? No disrespect. No disrespect. Your parents shouldn't have had you listening to it anyway if it was that explicit. They should have been able to use their discretion. That should have been advised and supervised by them. So he can't be in fault for what your parents have not been doing as far as not allowing their little girls to listen to grown man music that talks about being in the bed with them. Okay? So that's on your parents. But when we want to go back, they were old enough. They said they were 18. That was the legal age as an adult. They knew what they were doing. They wasn't children. They were young adults. And that's how American people act, the custom. But let me tell you, them white boys get away with it all the time. And guess what? Like Elvis and Priscilla, her parents consented her to be with Elvis. Her parent, and it wasn't nobody making a big deal about it. No white person was trying to make a big deal about it. They was happy to see it the way it was. They supported it. But why we gotta go and put our men in jail and call them pedophiles when you moved into these women feminist groups of terrorism? That's all it is. That's why I don't like the Democrat Party. Forget that. Okay? I'm riding with the Republicans. Even though the Republicans, they playing on the both thing, but at least they back each other up. They gonna make sure they guard the White House to make sure it stay white. While you black people keep wanting to keep your men down and oppressed, or you want to sell them out to the prison system, like that's doing you some good. And then your children are out here fatherless. And where else they going to learn how to be a man but out on the street in some gang? And you going to be having to look for money coming from the welfare system. What R. Kelly said in that movie, what was the one that don't want nobody to see, Trapped in the Closet? He says, get out of here. He with one of his so-called tricks wanted to leave, and he said to the trick, well, let the welfare feed you. Okay, Azrael, let the welfare feed you. That's what you want? You want to stay in poverty, or you want to go live in royalty? Because that's where he had you. Even though he was going through his mess in his life, he still made sure you was eating good, that you was looking good, that you had money and everything else like that. He made sure you was protected, you was safe, whatever. So who you fooling, little girl? Who you fooling? And when the money ran out and he went to jail, now you want to go turn him in and say he took advantage of you. And he beat you and he did all of these horrible things to you. Lying on his name. After this man, you will not have a good life. Nothing in your life is going to work out for you. Okay? You are getting old. You're almost 30. Okay? And after all of this scandal around what you did to R. Kelly, ain't no man going to want you. Better yet, probably not even some, what they call them again, no stud going to want you either. Because you have no loyalty. You have no loyalty. Because you a liar. They already used you for their purpose and they don't want to deal with you. Now you're doing tours at universities and schools, pumping that stuff up in these young girls' head. These young women to be like you. A liar. You going on your little tours and join the caravan of these women on this witch hunt and putting these men lying on these men's names. You play grown, you win grown prizes. Okay? Live up to it. Live up to it. I've been riding with R. Kelly before you was even born. So I already know the game, and I already know what y'all was trying to do to my brother. Because I never came in here to be his woman. Because there ain't no way in the world I want to be with a man that could be with a whole lot of other women or share my bed with other women. That ain't going to happen. I like to have my own man, okay, to myself. But I'm here on the sake of his freedom and his rights. And I'm here for him to get his day where he can tell his side of the story in that courtroom and be acquitted, exonerated, pardoned, okay? And that y'all maybe get some punishment. I don't know. But and if Robert ain't want that for y'all, I don't know. It's between what he wants. But I know now this is what he wants. He wants y'all to stop telling lies on his name, telling lies on this man. We want him back out here with us so we can enjoy his music. Something we can dance to. Something we can even make love to. Something we can even go and praise the Lord with. Okay? And in all things, acknowledge the Lord in all things. So stop the cap. And for those supporters, if you're not going to be riding with R. Kelly, just go away. Just find something else to do. Because you just here just to cause confusion and distraction. Just go away. You don't want to play his music, you don't want to do whatever, then just go away. Bye bye. But they're going to be disrespectful. So whenever they be disrespectful, I hope they be condemned. Because I'm a grown woman. And I'm old enough to be some of these so-called ones that want to be a victim. So they got to put themselves in here on this R. Kelly platform and carry on a certain type of way under his name. Just fly, fly, fly away. With that being said, I'm gonna charge my phone, y'all. So y'all leave in the chat now. Please put it in the chat, or you can put it in the comments how you feel about the song by R. Kelly. Where's the justice? I love the song. I love the song. I think that's gonna be a great song. And I'll be back with y'all later on so I can talk about Carmelo. If y'all want to hear about the Carmelo thing, because they twisting lies there too. His people, black folks, because his parents brought another house. His parents sold the house. They sold their house to move because their life was in danger. There's people sending things that with babies with knives in their head, these evil things that people posting their address on. They live in a town where they are known and people know about this thing, and they had to get out of town. They had to put their house up for sale and move to a new house. And the money that the supporters that are supporting this family sent in, we gave the money. We shouldn't have to worry about where it's going. It was based if it's going on his legal fees, or it's for them to have that money to carry on because the father couldn't work because he couldn't work with all of this stuff going on around these hateful people. These people are so ignorant, and guess who's doing it? His own people, black folks. Black folks. This is what we do. This is how we keep our people oppressed. This is how we keep our people in change and in bondage. Come on now. I just ask God to just get them out of the way. Just get them out of the way. I don't even go to their platforms. I just look at the thumbnails and I be like, well, I ain't going to that channel. They don't understand what they're doing. Well, some of them do understand what they're doing. And they doing it from a mean spirit, an evil heart. They looking for a cap off of this poor young man's, you know, and his family pain and suffering. I hate those organizations that use people's pain and suffering for to advance themselves in their careers, especially these black organizations called the NAACP, the New Generation Action Network, that used to be Black Lives Matter under the CEO or whoever this is, Dominic Alexander, he shouldn't even be there to be the face for this movement or for the be there for this family because this man has a criminal past. And I think the family was just looking for somebody to come to help them going through this. And they didn't know this Dominique. He jumped in the way, got his face on TV I mean sorry on the internet, posting pictures of him taken with Carmelo. Like that's a good thing to do. This just shows you how smart they are. Why are you taking pictures with this young man and posting it on social media to advance to get your name out there? Just using this is the Democrat Party, y'all. This is what they do. That's why I don't like these organizations. The same thing they the ones who got Robert Sylvester Kelly in jail. This ain't the Republicans that did this. This is the damn Democrats. They sold way like these feminist groups they created. Now the Sonia, whatever her name is, I just put her name out there and everything. I just did a video about her. The Sonia, the judge that shot her man, and then after she shot her first husband, then she went and got another man and ended up shooting him in the head while he's sleeping. But this time she going to jail for it. They reopened the cases and she is going to jail. And Black Lives Matter, her team, don't know her no more. After they don't used her for whatever they could use her for, and now they don't threw her, discarded her like trash. They discarded her like trash after they don't used her in a feminist movement. So now they ain't riding with her no more. They was out there, Black Mothers Matter and all that other stuff. I don't get out there and do stuff like that. You could do your protest and petitions and like what we do right now here on social media or whatever like that. But I'm not going out there and protesting in the street because we did that way back in the 1960s. Now God gave us a new thing to do. Okay? We ain't going out there because we went through that before in the civil rights movement with dogs, tear gas. Well, they didn't use I don't know if they used tear gas, but I know they had used fire hoses. I mean, they used the fire hydrants and that water and that pressure, and it was, you know, that was hurting people. It wasn't a fun place to be. It wasn't an easy thing to do, and that's when Martin was like, no. But we had the Black Panthers that was out there, and they were fighting behind the movement too. But they were the ones that wasn't gonna let you come there and put no dogs on them. They was gonna shoot every dog that came their way, and any police officer if he gonna get up in their face. They was ready to just stand their grounds. They wasn't having it. They opened up programs to take care of their own community and education. They opened up food programs for the children, poor families. Um, then here came the Democrats and they moved into the school program of free lunch and free lunch programs and took over. You know what I'm saying? That's what they did. Now they trying to use to go back into the Democrat Party so they could put LGBTQ, bring all these, open up borders and bring all these terrorists in our country. Bring all these terrorists in our country. We not a Democrat. We are not democracy here. Okay. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of the America and to the republic for which it stand. One nation, one nation. We are one nation under God in the invisible with liberty and justice for all Americans. That's what the flag stands for. And that's what we, as black, foundational black people, are the soul to the flag. And we're one nation under God. Those people who were born here as citizens of the United States of the government. Okay? It wasn't saying other nations under God. No, it said one nation, which is America, United States of America, for which it stands. One nation. We are supposed to be loyal to our nation. Even though we having problems here, yes, we dealing with some supremacy and racism and all that stuff, but we fighting to get it right as one nation, that everybody get treated right as a citizen of the United States of America, those who are born citizens of the United States of the American, not a democracy. Not for other people to come in from the borders and come and overthrow our government. That's the democracy. And bring all kind of dumping trash into our country. Learn the American history. Know about the flag. They even took the flag down in the school when the kids used to get up. I remember we had to stand up and pledge allegiance to the flag, being that we are loyal to our nation. We fighting, and we're going to keep fighting to bring us together as one. Everybody get fair treatment. And this is what this fight Kamala is about. It's not about a democracy. And they had to run over there as quick as they can to grab him so they can be the lead face of this fight for this young man's justice, for the justice system. It's not they trying to throw politics in it. This is not about politics. This is about justice. Justice. It's not about a political. Don't use these people for your political campaign on their pain and their suffering. That's what I don't like about the Democrats. Hi, Miss Denise. How are you? Praise God. Thank you for coming in. Yes, this is what they do. I didn't know no better when I came a Democrat. I was still just a little young girl, but then I noticed things as I could look back over history. I remember when George Bush was president. Yeah, we had some things that went on, racial things that went on, but there was justice. That's the whole thing. There was justice. And he's a Republican. We had a lot of things until they got mad at us and they came and tore up. They came and flew a plane over to our World Trade Center and took all those American people's lives. And even their own people. That's how wicked some of these other nations are when they trying to overthrow us. We got to stand as American people and we got to fight. Stop fighting against each other. Let's stop having the civil war. Yes, use the integrity of the law right. Look beyond skin color. Justice is blind. Remove the blindfolders and let's get to the truth. Because what's good for one should be good for everybody else. They could go around and kill people and get away with it and call it self-defense and stay in your ground. So it should be same way. It should be for Kamala and also the young man named Joe Ramirez. You could look up the Case and Allison story. This took place in May of 2022. And that case is now just going on in 2025. It was a Latino kid. I don't know if he was Mexican. I don't know. He's some kind of Latino kid. And another little white boy named Kate. They weren't white boys. They teenagers. They high school students, whatever. The guy came in. It was in it happened in Belton High School in Texas, just like with the Kamalo case is going on right now. But that didn't start yet. He's on house arrest right now. They haven't, opened his, his trial hasn't started yet. But I know that the Case and Allison case is going on now with Joe Ramirez. Joe Ramirez was a Latino boy, and Case and Allison, it had something to do with some bullying, whatever. The kid, Case and Allison, came into the bathroom and stabbed Joe Ramirez to death because he claimed self-defense. He claimed the kid was bullying him. And now he's home with a bond on house arrest. The case, the Latino kid is dead. The Latino child is dead. But the white boy, Case and Allison, is breathing and alive. But you don't see this kind of stuff going on over there. Okay, at this trial, so that's why I had to upload the video. You could go watch the video, and you could do your more research on the story of the Case and Allison and Joe Ramirez trial. It started on the 14th, which happened on the 14th was, what day was that? The 14th was Monday. They trial just started on Monday, and it should be over by the 25th. It should be over by the 25th is when they're going to try to reach a verdict. So follow that, as long as with the Carmelo trial, because there's so much other stuff going on around that trial. I'm just going to take it at what I already know from from what I've known from the past about stand your ground laws and what it has caused to the American justice system. Okay, because Joel, for what I understand, it started for me. It started when Trayvon Martin was stalked by a Hispanic by the name of George Zimmerman, was told by the dispatcher when he called as the neighborhood watch person that he claimed to be, and followed Trayvon Martin to a convenient store, which Trayvon Martin was on his way to get some Skittles and iced tea, and this man followed him, gunned him down, and went on his way. The police let him go because he claimed self-defense. It took a nation's outcry for George Zimmerman to be brought in and to be arrested. And it took everybody from everywhere in the United States with an outcry to have him arrested. And they let him go. He got acquitted. And they put all kind of horrible things out there on the name of this young man's Trayvon Martin's life. They said that he was a bad kid. He's paid hooky out of school. You know, all of these horrible things they put on his name just to give them that's justice to kill a 17-year-old by a grown man. That man never even that Trayvon never even made. You, of course, you had some trouble. You have a troubled life when you was a teenager. I mean, that's normal. But that doesn't give anybody right to kill you. And this is something that this law has been doing to the citizens of this country, especially to the community of Foundation Black American people and their children in the justice system. And it has not been justice served. It was injustice. And this man got to walk away, to go on tours, signing Skittle bags, marking this whole thing. It ain't funny. Somebody had child was killed, and he could have been something great to the community. He could have grown up to be a great leader in the community for our people. And you took his life. You cut it down real short, and you felt you had the right to do it. And this is why I'm not riding on the train of the haters that don't want to see that Carmelo get served his justice for standing his ground and doing what he had to do to save his life from being taken by 200-pound two bullies. Okay? And then this judge, she sat there, and I believe she made fair and good judgment when she still allowed him to go home some 15 cents down. So I'm gonna have to come on this topic some other time. But I just wanted to just put that out there to y'all. Please, before you leave, hit the like button. I appreciate each and every last one of you all for coming into the Casey McDaniel channel and having this discussion. And if God's willing, I may come back again later. Okay? So you all have a blessed and wonderful afternoon and be safe. Love you. Peace.